It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off from Arrowhead. Trying to locate it. Oh no, he lost it! So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans are going to have it back, and it's marked at the 38. Well, Brock, I highly doubt all the plays will go as well as that one, but this coverage starts off the game with a major W.
That's all you could ask for right there. You come out so focused, so dialed into your game plan. You start this game strong, and you quickly throw a wrench into their opening script on the other side. That starts to play head games, and it certainly gives your defense a ton of confidence.
First play, Stroud's gonna pass. Diggs there to bring it in. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. That pass caught by Tank Dell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Texans.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And a man is there to knock that away. Try and get it into Nico Collins. And we'll see what they do here on second down. From the gun, Stroud. And that one's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Stroud now on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Throwing it again here. That one's cut along the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Rice pulls it in along the sideline. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. The lateral goes haywire, live ball. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. Wow, this has been a rough sequence for them starting out. First the interception, and now almost giving it away again on the fumble.
Yeah, Coach's going to have to get everybody around the campfire and get this thing figured out, because through all the years and all the styles of play, we know one thing, Kate. Turnover margin in the NFL is the biggest indicator of winning and losing.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. Caught by his back. And he'll get it up to the 27. Working quickly here. They're going for it with Mahomes. Launches one deep downfield. This is brought in at the 50. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Reed now to kick this one away. Damian Pierce now to return it.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now it's Stroud. He's going to push one deep down the... Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Offense up to the line fast.
Good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes on first and 10. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Taken away by the rookie from USC.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. To the sideline, Collins brings it in. And he goes out of bounds just past the 15-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Offense to the line for second down. Back to throw, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Texans.
First down, Stroud. Flush down now to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Stroud to throw again on second. Diggs there to bring it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Gets this to Woods. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down, Texans.
From the gun, Stroud. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Caught by Diggs. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts, and they can try a field goal now before halftime. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. Intercepted in the end zone. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's on the move. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. That play's going to stand as we saw it. The penalty declined, and it's 2nd down coming up. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Broke through the tackle. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Offense in the hurry up here. A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Reed now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the sack. Complete to Dell. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Working quickly here. Stroud throwing here on 1st. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Tank Dell the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans tie this game at 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Hauled in left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down throw, Mahomes. Rolling left, buying some time. He takes it himself. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's Pacheco again. Down to the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Pierce now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Shotgun now, first round. He's got him, that's Mixon. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing is Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down from the red zone. Touchdown, Houston. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
15 yards on the play. That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Right back to Pacheco. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll go back to Pacheco on 1st. And he has enough room to gain about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 42. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Buying some time left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the Texans' 31-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Final timeout called by the Texans. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. He gets the first and more inside the 15. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Chiefs jump in front late. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Reed now to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw it. Has his man. It's Mixon. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Here he is to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, I think the defensive coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
Setting up to pass. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. set to throw. That throw behind his intended target.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He'll throw it yet again. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Texans cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. As the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in line.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's second and 5. On the move, headed right. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Pierce now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. From the gun, Stroud. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged the bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Chased out to his right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So scoreless, a win for the Chiefs. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air. Here's Murray. That pass completed to Dortch. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down and 3. To throw, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long.
At the 46-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. Here is third and quite a ways. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Just keeping the play alive. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Chiefs 7.
The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Pacheco diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Bunker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Shotgun now for Murray. Got his man, it's Dortch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and 5. Throwing again, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Murray going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw is Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Connor will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the gun, Murray rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from a yard out. And the Cards are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray eluding the pressure right and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 70 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray now to throw. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner will...
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And we're off from Baltimore. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second and 8. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got a man left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Murray taking it right to the air. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Searches from the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Working inside the red zone. From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. Getting out to his left. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. Breaks the tackle, still going. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
First down, here's Lamar. Complete, Derrick Henry. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Buying some time right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Lamar. Flush down out to his left. He's running with it. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
First down, ball at the 36. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay a game. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
From the gun, Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st down, Jackson. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Jackson throwing for it. It's caught for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight end, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball. And they know how to finish.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. It's the Cardinals, looking at 4th and 9. They snap it to Murray. That's complete to Wilson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now the Ravens are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And he gets in. They push out the lead to 16-0. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Dallas with a return. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Taken in by Harrison. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. A final throw before the break. Taking his shot deep down the field it goes. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Dallas with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Murray. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there?